the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Get up and take the child and his mother with you, and escape into Egypt, and stay there until I tell you, because Herod intends to search for the child and do away with him." So Joseph got up, and taking the child and his mother with him, left that night for Egypt, where he stayed until Herod was dead. This was to fulfill what the Lord had spoken through the prophet, "I called my son out of Egypt." After Herod's death, the angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt and said, "Get up, take the child and his mother with you, and go back to the land of Israel, for those who wanted to kill the child are dead." So Joseph got up, and taking the child and his mother with him, went back to the land of Israel. But when he learned that Archelaus had succeeded his father Herod as ruler of Judea, he was afraid to go there, and being warned in a dream, he left for the region of Galilee. There he settled in a town called Nazareth. In this way, the words spoken through the prophets were to be fulfilled. He will be called a Nazarene. Last week I was reflecting on the difficulties that we might face as we approach Christmas, and how we might use Joseph and Mary's response as a model for how we might respond. This section of reading this week talks to us again about difficulties and how Joseph responded. And as I was reading it, I was thinking about the number of people in Aotearoa, New Zealand today who are here because they have had to flee their homeland because of war or famine or other difficulties. Like us, they'll be celebrating Christmas if they're Christians, or maybe celebrating some other big thing in their lives. But unlike us, sometimes for them there are lots of sad memories and lots of painful experiences they're still trying to deal with. I'm wondering how each of us can respond over this holiday period to a family who might be living near us, or maybe someone we meet in our church community, or in some other community group that we belong to. Is it time for us to make up food parcels, or invite them to come and have a meal with us, or invite them to go out to the beach with us? There are a myriad of ways. Just a friendly smile in the supermarket. These things can all make a difference to a family who is feeling a bit out of sorts and maybe not quite at home. One question I sometimes ask myself is, how would I like to be if I were in their shoes? How would I like to be treated? And I do remember once when I had the experience of being a minority in another culture for about 9 months, how awkward I found it when no one got alongside me to speak to me or explain to me what was happening at some cultural event. I was happy to be there, but I was totally mystified. So maybe it's just having a chat to someone about how we celebrate Christmas in New Zealand, what the gift of Jesus means to us, and why we give presents. The smile is the biggest thing. People read body language and they know when they're welcome and when they're not. So let's remember them as we hear this gospel at church on Sunday. Let's remember the refugees in our midst, the people who've chosen to come here because this is a land of hope, but who hold their own homeland very dear in their hearts.